Hello and welcome to Nikolay's genetics lessons, and today I have prepared two multiple choice questions for you, and the first question is: which of the following violate the assumptions of Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium? And here variants of the answers. In few words, what is the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium? Imagine that this is generation 1, and let's assume we have only one locus with two alleles. And two alleles, let's say this is going to be dominant allele A and recessive allele A, can produce three combinations, which we call genotypes. The first variant would be capital A, second would be capital A, small a, and the last genotype would be small a. Now let's imagine that frequency of the first genotype would be 20%, frequency of the second genotype would be 30%, and frequency of the last genotype is going to be 50%. According to these Hardy-Weinberg assumptions, in the next generation we also have to get the same genotypes and the same frequencies. So the frequencies have to be 20%, 30%, and 50%. As you see, if we don't have any changes in allelic frequencies, such population, we can say, would be stable and would be in equilibrium. And also that means that there is not going to be any evolution in this population, because evolution, in short words, is a change in allelic frequencies, accumulation of mutations over the time, and change in allelic frequencies that is a result of the survival of the most fittest genotypes. And of course, in each generation, such fittest genotypes would prevail, and frequencies of the alleles is going to change over the time. Now let's check our variants of the answers. Little or no migration. Of course, if we are not going to have migration, we probably is not going to have changes in allelic frequencies. No selection means no selection for the best fitted genotypes, which of course would result in change in allelic frequencies, as I explained before. Small population size, this is wrong assumption. According to Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, size have to be very large, because in small size population we can get allelic change in allelic frequencies over the time due to random mating. Just by chance only, some genotypes may prevail even if we have random mating in this population, and again this would cause change in allelic frequencies in the next generation. In large population with random mating, we expect that these genotypes from one generation to another one would be the same and stable. And of course, one of these assumptions would be random mating, because non-random mating also will change allelic frequencies. And no mutation, again, because mutations would cause appearance of new alleles in the population, for example, dominant allele A, small allele A, and say allele 3, 4, 5, and so on. Our choice is going to be answer C. Next question: in a human population, the genotype frequencies at one locus are as follows: homozygous dominant 50%, heterozygous 40%, and homozygous recessive is 10%. The frequency of the dominant allele in this population is, and you have to choose one of these answers. Take a look. These three genotypes are made from only two alleles: dominant allele A and recessive allele A. And heterozygous genotype is made of two alleles with a frequency of 0.4 or 40%. So we just take half of this number and add here, so 0.2, and we get a frequency of the dominant allele which is going to be 0.7, and another half we add here, 0.2, and the frequency of the recessive allele is going to be 0.3. And now we can choose our answer. We are looking for the frequency of the dominant allele A, and the answer going to be D, 70% or 0.7. Thank you for your attention, and this is all for today. Please subscribe for my new videos that I post almost every day, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.